Dismiss me, remove me, personify me by what you perceive as reality. Hate me without reason, treat me like the enemy. You didn't give me a choice, so go rejoice. I'll make my own move. I have nothing to prove. They say to take the high road, but I know you made me out to be the villain, which means I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? This isn't what I chose. They feed me to the crows. That's the way life goes. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? You sit beside me. Despite what's inside, they sit there and lie. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be an adversary, but you made the choice. So sit there and rejoice. I'm your enemy, and that's just how it be. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. Beside me, I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. Perhaps one day you and I may see eye to eye, but I'm not the guy to just lay down and die. I'm the enemy, and that's just how it be. And now it's been tossed aside. That's not how this story ends. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? Tossed aside, we don't see eye to eye. We could have been friends, but instead you chose an enemy.
What's up, guys? I know I'm not in my normal time slot today. We've got a lot going on this week. Next week, in fact, I will be in Idaho, so that'll be fun. I'm going to go visit some family. I'm going to be down there for a week, but the show will continue. The show will continue. I have a fancy, schmancy little USB right here. I'm going to put all my stuff I need on there, and then I'll just use my brother's computer while I'm down there. I'm going to be visiting family and house sitting for a little bit, just for the week, and then I'll be back in California. So we'll see how Idaho is. I've never been to Idaho. I'm excited to go, but you know, obviously it's a little stressful. Been working things out throughout the week, got a lot going on. Yeah, so that's where I've been. And then today, I don't know, today's been a weird day. Feel like crap, not gonna lie. We'll probably do just a quick show today because there is a lot of news that I want to cover. But we'll cover as much as I can. My back is absolutely murdering me right now. I would have started probably like an hour ago, but I just got done doing a bunch of like stretches and stuff like that to try to ease up the pain. It helped a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I know I haven't done the show in like 2 days. Well, almost 3, because I mean technically you can say it's 3 because I didn't do my morning show, right? This is just a random freaking just throwing it out there. I just felt like I needed to do a stream. I missed Wednesday, missed Thursday, and then I missed this morning too. So I felt like I needed to get a news story out, or a news stream out, I should say. Let's talk about this first one that everyone's talking about. We'll just jump right into it, because like I said, my back is killing me today. So we're just gonna jump right into it today. I'll go for as long as I can. Anyway, let's jump over to this story. Everyone's talking about this story. We have this from The Guardian. 19 people feared dead after blast at Tennessee munitions plant. A lot of people are talking about this. I've seen Twitter blowing up about it. I did not mean that as a pun. Police chief calls explosion near Buck Snort, southwest of Nashville, devastating and says that we have some deceased. 19 people are missing and feared dead following a massive explosion at a military munitions plant in Tennessee on Friday morning. The powerful blast ripped through the explosives manufacturing plant in rural Tennessee on Friday morning, rattling homes miles away and bringing emergency services to the scene, authorities and residents said. Upon being asked at a news conference Friday afternoon to describe the scene, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis replied that there's nothing to describe, it's gone. He added that the explosion was one of the most devastating situations I've been on in my career. The incident occurred at Accurate Energetic Systems near the town of Buck Snort, about 60 miles southwest of Nashville, the Hickman County Sheriff's official said. The agency asked people in a social media post to avoid the area to allow responders to do their work. Further blasts were initially keeping rescuers at some distance. Hickman County Advanced EMT David Stewart told the Associated Press by telephone. Sometime later on Friday morning, access was achieved and first responders and explosives experts were searching the rubble for casualties and trying to determine what caused the explosion. There were casualties and injured related to the explosion, but the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency was not yet sharing any numbers early on Friday afternoon because the State Department of Health hasn't confirmed them. Spokesperson Kristen Coulter said by telephone. This is absolutely devastating. I've seen some pictures. It doesn't look like they have any pictures right here. I can actually here. Let's switch windows here. I could actually probably pull those photos up. You could see a before and after. Is absolutely devastating what happened to this plant. Let me go to Twitter. Pull it up. All right, this guy should have it. Yeah. Okay, so here is from Roz Alerts. The Roz Alerts has it here. Dozens of people are currently unaccounted for following a catastrophic and extremely large explosion at the manufacturing plant. At this time, numerous agency emergency personnel are on scene of Buck Snort, Tennessee, after a significant and catastrophic explosion occurred at the Energetic Systems, a manufacturing plant specializing in the development, production, handling, and storage of a wide range of energetic materials and explosives for military, aerospace, and commercial demolition markets. At least 19 people are currently unaccounted for, and the cause of the explosion remains unknown. This is still a developing situation. So this was tweeted out earlier this morning. It's 2 p.m. where I am. This was posted around 10 a.m., so about 4 hours ago. And here's the before and after. So this is what the facility is supposed to look like. Looks like from Google Maps here. So this is what the facility is supposed to look like, and this is the aftermath. The entire facility is gone. You can see the difference. Here's the warehouse where they do all the manufacturing, and it looks like the entire place exploded. Absolutely insane. Did I see the game you sent me? I think I did. I've been very busy today. But let's see. We can confirm that there have been some deceased. We are going to notify these families about what's going on. Accurate Energetic Systems, which makes and tests explosives, is based in nearby McEwen. McEwen? Okay, that's a weird name. Did not immediately respond to a phone message seeking comment on Friday. The cause of the explosion is not yet known. In an email to the Associated Press, McEwen, Mayor Brad Rackford said that this is a tragedy for our community. Residents in LaBelleville, more than 20-minute drive from the manufacturer, said that they felt their homes shake, and some people captured the loud boom of the explosion on their home cameras. The blast rattled Gentry Stover from his sleep. I thought the house had collapsed with me inside of it, he told the Associated Press by phone. I live very close to Accurate, and I realized about 30 seconds after I woke up that it had to have been that. I mean, that's absolutely insane. You know, these manufacturing facilities, they can be very dangerous. For example, one of the places that I worked in, I mean, man, I don't even know how to describe what was going on. They were making airplane parts, and one of the rooms that they were that they had stuck me in for I was doing like a bunch of different studying stuff. I had to keep track of the systems that were going on and the steps that they were taking to complete those systems. And one of the rooms that they stuck me in was the temperature switch room. And what they would do is they had these little tiny devices that they would fill with specific kinds of chemicals. They had about, a little over a dozen different chemicals that they would fill these with, and depending on the chemical, it would be a different temperature that sets off the switch, hence the name temperature switch. But in this room, I mean, one little spark and the whole facility falls down. I mean, the guy that I was working with there, really cool guy, really smart guy. He was only a little bit older than me, but there was multiple times where, like, I was in the time study room, and he had to rush to the next room over to us where they would test these switches, and he was like, well, I just saved the building from exploding. And I'm like, wait, what? And he would explain to me, like, oh, yeah, this situation happened in the other room. The guy in there is still training. He didn't know what was going on, so that's why he rushed into here and told me to come and help him. And it's like, wow, okay, well, that's great. That's great to know. I'm literally one room over from a room that just almost exploded. That's very comforting. Very comforting, right? So these places can be extremely dangerous. And we weren't even working with explosives. We were working with airplane parts. We were working with temperature switches. So working with actual explosives, I mean, if you're not at the top of your game, yeah, accidents like this are bound to happen. So, you know, I want to know what the actual cause was. But if I had to guess, probably negligence. Probably negligence. People that weren't trained properly, or just an accident occurred. I mean, you're in a facility that houses a bunch of materials for bomb making, explosive making. So it's a dangerous environment to work in, especially when you have people that aren't taking it seriously or just aren't trained properly. It's unfortunate. But anyway, well, that's all I have to add on that one. We'll go ahead and move things along. We'll see what other stories we got in the news today. What are you guys saying in the chat? Melton was asking me about a game I sent him. I believe I did see that game, but I'm not looking at that right now. Hello Darkness, no, but I got the news you sent me. What? Johnny's smoking in the bomb room again. I mean, yeah, I mean, that could have been as simple as that, right? Someone lit up a cigarette, like, man, having a hard day. Boom! I mean, it's possible. It's certainly possible. I don't know. All right. Anyway, let's see what other stories we got going on. What else is going on with the Guardian? I know a lot of people are talking about the Palestinians and the Israel and Palestine or Hamas peace deal or whatever. We'll see if that actually holds. I talked about that with Joey yesterday, so if you guys want my thoughts and opinions on that, you can go check out Joey Cannoli in the show that we did yesterday on Outworld Live. What else is going on? Substantial federal layoffs begin as Congress remains deadlocked over funding. We talked about that one. U.S. immigration enforcement using military hardware and tactics on civilians. Well, yeah. I mean, if you have to, then you have to. I mean, it's not really a surprise. I mean, we all knew it was kind of gonna come to that, right? Trump threatens massive China tariffs as Beijing restricts rare earth exports. Look, they're just trying to bring to fruition Black Ops 2. I mean, you can't blame them for trying to, you know, bring about the prophecy, right? Bring about the prophecy that is Black Ops 2. Oh, let's see. White House slams Trump received Nobel Peace Prize snub as politics over peace. I mean, maybe, but should he even get the Nobel Peace Prize? Yeah, he did bomb Iran, and then, I mean, I guess he got peace afterwards, right? I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have going on? This free speech group at Columbia is taking on Trump when the university won't and winning. Okay. History shows war against immigrants will backfire on all Americans. There's no war against immigrants. There's war. There's a war against illegal immigrants. That's a misleading title. California to become the first U.S. state to phase out ultra-processed foods from school meals. Oh yes, let's talk about that actually. That sounds like a good story from California. It can't be. Let's find out what's actually going on here and see if the Guardian has the story for us. All right, we got this from the Guardian. California to become the first U.S. state to phase out ultra-processed foods from school meals. The new law signed by Gavin Newsom will define and ban ultra-processed foods of concern beginning in 2029. All right, well, we're not going to get it for another, like, 4 or 5 years. Isn't that amazing? Government at its best. Government at its best. California will become the first state in the U.S. to phase out certain ultra-processed foods from school meals over the next decade. A new law signed by Governor Gavin Newsom on Wednesday will first define and then ban ultra-processed foods, the often super tasty products typically full of sugar, salt, and unhealthy fats from school meals. California has long led the way on school meals. In 2022, it became the first state in the country to make school meals free for all students, regardless of income. Many districts have implemented farm-to-school programs to bring local foods into school meals, and last year it became the first state in the nation to ban 6 synthetic food dyes from school meals. I mean, I feel like they're not doing it quick enough, but at least they're working in that direction. The new legislation requires the state's public health department to adopt rules by mid-2028 defining ultra-processed foods of concern and restricted school foods. Schools have to start phasing out those foods by 2029, and districts will be barred from selling them for breakfast or lunch by July 2035. 10 years? You have 10 years to stop selling this stuff? What are we? Do we not live in a first world country anymore? Is that what it is? We don't live in a first world country anymore, so we have to take 10 years to change the fucking diet for our children? How ridiculous is that? Didn't Michelle Obama try that? No, Michelle Obama tried to implement the food pyramid, which is absolutely fake. It's false. The food pyramid's actually upside down, and it tells you to eat a bunch of crap that you shouldn't eat. But I guess we just live in a third world country now. I mean, it takes us 10 years to ban and remove food that we shouldn't be eating from school meals. It takes us 10 years to do that. What first world nation takes 10 years to change the menu of something? Genuine question. Trump should get it next year, but he was pushing for this year because he knows as soon as Hamas gives the hostages back, Israel will break the ceasefire. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Hello, Darkness. It's pretty accurate. Newsom flanked by first partner Jennifer Seibel Newsom, and state lawmakers signed the measure at a middle school in Los Angeles. California has never waited for Washington or anyone else to lead on kids. Yeah, but you will wait 10 years. We've been out front for years, removing harmful additives and improving school nutrition. This first-in-the-nation law builds on that to make sure every Californian student has access to healthy, delicious meals that help them thrive. Legislatures across the country have introduced more than 100 bills in recent months, seeking to ban or require labeling of chemicals that make up many ultra-processed foods, including artificial dyes, controversial additives. Americans get more than half their calories from ultra-processed foods, which have been linked to a host of health problems, including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. However, studies have not been able to prove that the foods directly cause those chronic health problems. I mean, we don't need to prove it. I mean, just look at the country and look at the state of our healthcare system. Look at everything. I think the health of our country would be severely impacted by identifying the problem foods and removing them from our diets, especially all these artificial dyes. Why does my food need to be colorful? Does my food need to be colorful? Does it affect the taste of my food at all? No? Okay, then why is it there? You're just adding color to make it colorful. Why? Why do I need that in my body? Researchers often describe ultra-processed foods as the type of products that contain industrial-made ingredients that you won't find in a home kitchen and are often high in fats, starches, sugars, and additives. But some highly processed foods, such as tofu, certain types of whole grain bread, and infant formula can be healthful, and it's not clear whether it's the processing of the foods or the combination of the nutrients such as sugar, fat, and salt that leads to poor health outcomes. Well, actually, infant formula is not healthful. It should only be given to babies that don't have access to their mother, and if the mother cannot produce breast milk. You should always feed your child breast milk. You should not feed them infant formula. Lots of those formulas have additives and ingredients that babies should not have. So no, I disagree. It is not. It can be healthful, but only in certain situations. Only in certain situations should you give children infant formula. Only when it's absolutely necessary. Damn, Tyler, bro got no sleeves. He is sleeveless today. Look, it's hot as hell, and it's Friday. We're doing casual Friday, guys. Casual Friday. That's how I do it. I don't know if you noticed. On Fridays, I typically just wear whatever I want. Or get a wet nurse. Yeah, Melton makes an excellent point. Or get a wet nurse. Get someone else. If you have a mother or a significant other that cannot produce breast milk for their child, then get a wet nurse, someone who can. Because even that is far better than formula. Infant formula is not good for the baby. It is food that they can have, but it's not good for them. It's cold as hell here. Well, it is not in California. California in 2023 passed a first-in-the-nation law to ban 4 chemicals already prohibited in the European Union and other nations. Well, that's because the European Union does do something right, and that's actually ban a bunch of garbage from their foods. That's the one thing I can look to the European Union and be like, there you go, they got something right. Everything else, I don't care. They get their food right. That's about it. Now, their food isn't always as flavorful as ours, but I'm not saying we don't have to cut out spices. I'm just saying that we just got to cut out all the crappy additives. Some critics of the ban say that it's too broad, but proponents argue that the bill only makes common sense. It really blew my mind how out of step the United States is with the rest of the world when it comes to food safety. A California State Assembly member, Jesse Gabriel, who sponsored both ultra-processed food bills, previously told The Guardian that we don't love our kids here in the United States any less than they love their kids in Sweden or Saudi Arabia or South Korea. So why is it that they are taking stronger measures to protect their kids than we are? That's an excellent question. Why is it that a place like South Korea, a place like Sweden, a place like Saudi Arabia even, has stricter guidelines in what children are supposed to be fed? Why is it that we, as the #1 country in the world, can't get in line with the rest of the world and be like, hey, all this crap that we're putting in our children's food is actually bad for them and we shouldn't be giving it to them? Why is that so hard? I don't understand why that's so difficult. Well, I do understand why it's so difficult. It's because all these companies make boatloads of money putting in a bunch of cheap products that they can just, just crap out and just feed to us and put in our food. Some school districts in California are already phasing out food the law seeks to ban. Michael Kochner? Okay, that's a weird name. Spent years making or working as a chef before taking over as director of student nutrition at the Morgan Hill Unified School District about 8 years ago. He fully supports the ban. It was really during COVID that I started to think about where we were purchasing our produce from and going to those farmers who were also struggling. Now they don't have to serve any ultra-processed foods, and all of their items are organic and sourced within about 50 miles of the district. They removed sugary cereals, fruit juices, and flavored milks. They removed deep-fried foods, such as chicken nuggets, from their menus. Many of their dishes are made from scratch or semi-homemade, including an item that has long been a staple in U.S. school cafeterias, pizza. Pizza is also a popular option for students in the West Placer Unified District, northeast of Sacramento, where Christina Lawson, the director of food services, has spent the past few years introducing more meals made from scratch. Pizza is not healthy, by the way, so I don't understand. Like they're saying, like, look, here's an example of food that we make from scratch or is semi-homemade. Pizza's not healthy, guys. Pizza's not healthy. Even if you get everything like fresh and like you locally sourced, it's still not a healthy food to have. All that melted cheese, all that bread, that's not healthy. Let's see. The director of food services has spent the past few years introducing more meals made from scratch. She estimates about 60% of the school menus in this district are made up of dishes made from scratch, up about 5% from 3 years ago. They also purchase more food locally to prepare a wide variety of items, including a buffalo chicken quesadilla using tortillas made in nearby Nevada City. Dr. Ravindir Kahara, whatever. A pediatrician in Sacramento who supports the law said the ban will help respond to a surge of chronic conditions in children fueled by poor nutrition. Children deserve real access to foods that is nutritious and supports their physical, emotional, and cognitive development. Schools should be safe havens, not a source of chronic disease. Absolutely. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. What are you guys saying in the chat? It's because we feed children. We give these countries millions. We do. Yeah, we fund the whole planet. That is true. Bro, don't smack talk cheese. Might grill a pork loin today, or pork chops, or burgers. What should I grill today? Man, some pork chops sound freaking delicious right now. I'm just saying. Hello Darkness votes burgers, but and Hello Darkness, I am gonna smack talk cheese, because cheese is incredibly bad for you. Cheese is incredibly bad, especially when you melt it. When you melt cheese, there's a chemical reaction that happens, and it causes it to be far more fatty than it needs to be. There are healthy cheese, absolutely, but it depends on how you're preparing the cheese and what cheese you're using. Cheese typically isn't healthy, though. That's just a reality. But yeah, California doing something good. Why is it taking so long? I don't know, because government is always really slow. They're always incredibly slow. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Government likes to be slow. I guess we'll have this in 10 years from now. They're supposed to have this by 2035. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. At least we're moving in the right direction. That's all I can say about this. That's my final comment on that. I'm going to go eat more cheese now. Will you do that? Because I can't. Melted cheese is good. Norwegian brown cheese is effing delicious. Get some. Cheese is incredibly bad for me. If I have a bunch of melted cheese, I won't have a good day. Let's just say that. And I'm not lactose intolerant. I'm just something similar, but it it is what it is. None of that Velveeta. No, Velveeta. No. Velveeta's not even refrigerated. You can't trust cheese that's not refrigerated. It just sits on a shelf. It's just a block of cheese that sits on a shelf. You don't want Velveeta. Velveeta's terrible. All right. Anyway, let's see what other stories we got going on. Let's see. Let's move over to Not the Bee. What does Not the Bee got for us today? Chinese spies in the UK can't be prosecuted because officials won't call China an enemy. Sounds like cowardice. Vancouver board apologizes to TGD2S. What? Community. What is that? To be honest, I didn't even know Vancouver Parks and Recreations had avowed me. So the disavowal hasn't been much of a blow for allowing Harry Potter event at a local park. So people just still don't like J.K. Rowling because she points out facts. Isn't that amazing? A block of cheese product. I don't think they can call it cheese anymore. Yeah, it's cheese product. You're just bitching because you can't eat cheese and truth comes out. Well, no, it's not that I can't eat cheese. I eat cheese all the time. I'm just explaining what will happen if I do. It won't be a good day for me. It might be good in the moment. It might taste delicious, but it's not going to be... Look, cheese might be good. It doesn't make it good for you. Anyway, Ohio legislator introduces law to ban people from marrying AI. All right. Well, that wouldn't be a problem if we just defined marriage as what it's supposed to be, the union of a male and a female, but I guess that's too much to ask nowadays. OMB director says federal layoffs have begun. Isn't that amazing? Up to 19 people feared dead after Tennessee munitions factory explodes. Shakes home for miles around. We talked about that. New York DMV workers charged with cheating scheme to sell truckers licenses. Isn't that fun? I think we... Oh, no, we talked about this in Oregon. So this is New York now? Isn't this amazing? All right, well, let's talk about this from Not the Bee. Cheddar cheese on my broccoli all day. Well, good for you, buddy. Have all the cheese you want. In fact, have double the cheese just for me. Have double the cheese just for me. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Anyway, let's talk about this. We have this story from Not the Bee. New York DMV workers charged with cheating scheme to sell truckers licenses. Why is this a common occurrence? This seems like a common occurrence now, especially following that devastating crash that we saw where that guy took an illegal U-turn and murdered, 3 or 4 people? Absolutely insane. And then since then, I guess because they're looking into it more closely. It was Oregon and Washington, I think, had a scheme like this that I reported on a few months ago. And now we have New York. So it says here, this is scary. New York has indicted 7 people, 3 of them DMV employees, for their alleged involvement in a commercial driver's license cheating scheme to give unqualified drivers the credentials to drive on U.S. roads. ABC 7 in New York reports on the story. The Nassau County District Attorney's Office has charged a group of 7 people, including DMV employees, on Thursday in an alleged driver's license cheating scheme on Long Island. Bypassing that safeguard is far from a harmless shortcut. It is a dangerous threat to public safety, said New York Inspector General Lucy Lang during a Thursday morning press conference. 7 people have been indicted on 51 felonies for the cheating scheme. Video evidence shows people in disguise going in to take their written portion of the exams for people who were unable to pass on their own. Some of those indicated to actually work for the DMV. Wow. So some of these people listed above, they would come in with a disguise and take the test for someone else. Wow. Among these charged include Kenesha Middleton, a supervisor at the Garden City branch of the DMV, as well as her sister, Jamie Middleton, who is accused of taking at least 10 different permit tests for no-show drivers. Surveillance images show Jamie Middleton wearing different disguises, even fake facial hair, as she posed as a man who would be applying for a commercial driver's permit, but she forgot to take off her fake nails. Is that really? Oh yeah. Wow. She's supposed to be a dude and she didn't have time to take off her nails. And then is this supposed to be her? This is a female? It's insane. So I think they're saying that this is the same person. Looks like the same do-rag, same hat, whatever. Same headwear. You're going to laugh and possibly cry at these disguises. Of course, the disguises would be lazy since they had a worker on the inside waving the cheaters through. Prosecutors say the defendants charged as much as $3,000 per permit test. Damn, they were making bank. Two of them working at the counters of the DMV so they could wave the phony test taker through. $3,000 to push through drivers who pose a deadly risk to millions of drivers on U.S. highways. Isn't that amazing? Hey, look, they're just trying to make their money, man. They're just trying to make their money. The defendants are facing multiple felony counts, including impairing the integrity of a government licensing examination, corrupting the government, tampering with public records, and falsifying business records. If convicted, all defendants are facing a maximum sentence of between 2.5 to 7 years in prison. They have all been arraigned and are due back in court in November. We saw a similar cheating scheme take place in Florida where people who couldn't speak or read English used a hidden camera to cheat the CDL test. Isn't that amazing? And then it has the link here. Police bust group using hidden cams to cheat on CDL exams. This is happening all over the country. That's absolutely insane. These people were making bank while putting others at risk. That's literally the trade-off was let's put other people in danger with these multiple ton vehicles, and whatever. I'll make my money. Ain't no thing to me. If New York wants to hand out CDLs to illegal immigrants with no name given, that's on them. The moment they cross into Oklahoma, they will answer to our laws. OHP performed an enforcement action along the I-40 and apprehended 125 illegal immigrants. This is keeping Oklahomans safe. No name given. That's absolutely insane. So this would be a good use of AI right here, right? Like, you know, I know a lot of people don't want the AI stuff, but AI is coming. It's on its way. A good thing to have for the AI would be to implement it in the DMV, and so that when someone does something like this, no name given, it gets flagged in the system and goes, hey, is that actually their name? Are you saying no name given here? Is that actually a name? And it gets flagged in the system and has to get verified by a couple other people. That would be great. But just the fact that it says no name given. So you just hand it over to the officer, and they're like, what's your name? It says no name. What's your name? How do you get a no name given license? That's what? All right, that's the end of the article. Right? That's just absolutely ridiculous. How does that even? I mean, all right. So what I was gonna add is that with these people, they would have record of them applying for these things, right? So they can go after them and charge them with whatever crime that they're gonna charge them with. Since they were also cheating, because it's not just the people at the DMV that were perpetrating this and helping them get these fake licenses. It's also the people that were bribing the people at the DMV to get this done for them. That's ridiculous. So hopefully they could actually go after these people. But I don't know. What are you guys saying in the chat? Oh, let's see. You guys are still talking about cheese. He said, oh, okay. Hello Darkness said he'll eat double the cheese for me. Thank you, Hello Darkness. Illegal, I know, just got a letter saying his CDL was suspended. How the F do you even get one? Wait, Hello Darkness, that's not the question. If they sent him something in the mail, that means he has a place of residence and they know he's illegal. This just goes back to the point that I said, like, you guys can't get mad at some of the stuff going on in the country because our government has perpetrated it for so freaking long. I mean, people that are renting or owning houses that aren't citizens, how does that happen? The only way that happens is if the government allows it. That's insane. I said, I know, dude. I thought that too. That's ridiculous. So they were like, all right, well, he's an illegal. He probably shouldn't have a CDL. Send him a letter saying it's suspended. But they won't just send ICE to his house and deport him? That's crazy. What's up, Reality Pocket? I see you in the chat. Guido said, always happens. The show starts and I get a work call. Sorry, Guido. I mean, I started at a weird time today. It is what it is. Box said, not sure. I know, yeah. You hand the officer your license and they're like, what's your name? What's your, oh, I'm not sure. Ridiculous. And yeah, that's absolutely insane. Anyway, we're gonna move things along here. We're gonna move things along. All right, my back is absolutely killing me. I'm gonna go at least an hour. We're at 35 minutes right now. My back is absolutely murdering me. I already took an aspirin, and a Tylenol. And I did all the stretches that I could think of. And some of you might call me gay, but I also do yoga. And that's because it helps my back pain. And it didn't really help today. My back, I don't know what's going on with it. Probably gonna go run on the treadmill after this. Just need to keep it moving. I think that's what it is. I'm sitting around too much. I gotta keep it moving. But it's fine. I will live. I will survive. I will strive. He's had 25 years to get his citizenship. He's going back to El Salvador. Good. He should. People that have been here 25 years, it's ridiculous. Like you said, I have a family member that she was illegal. She's a little bit, she's a little bit of a distant family member, but she was in the country 30 years before she got her citizenship. Like, why? Like, I don't understand that. I for the life of me don't understand that. You go to a country and you just like sit under the radar, don't want to learn the language, and then 30 years later you're like, oh, maybe now it's time to get my. I mean, better late than never, I suppose. But holy crap, it's all good. That's how my work goes. I have something I want to do now. I'm busy. I have nothing, and it's dead every time. Well, you could always watch the stream back later too. I know it's more fun to watch it live because you can interact with me and stuff, but or interact with the person doing the show. But it is what it is. The CDL letter was enough to make him self-deport. Well, good. That's honestly great. Maybe that was the goal. They were like, hey, by the way, you're on our radar. Like, maybe you should just leave. Maybe that was their goal. I don't know. All right, let's go to everybody's favorite news site. Let's see. Favorite news site, CNN, everyone's favorite news site. Well, what are they talking about? They got their headline right here. It says, Trump admin begins firing federal workers as shutdown drags on. Well, it's dragging on because of Democrats. What else? Black people rallying around Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl stands in stark contrast to their feelings about the election. What? What? Do I even want to click that? Anyway, scientists discovered something alarming seeping out from beneath the ocean around Antarctica. These are the only kinds of articles I like from CNN. Let's check it out. What's going on here? CNN has pretty good non-political articles. Anytime they get politics involved, their articles become dog crap. Is this gonna just play on repeat, or how does this work? I was gonna pause it. Normally I pause this. What's up, Shitty Gov? Let's see. Smoke break. So I think that just plays on repeat. All right, let's click this fancy little record button over here. We got this story from CNN. I typically don't like to use CNN because they're usually garbage. But if they have a non-political article, I'll use them because they're typically pretty good. But it looks like scientists discovered something alarming seeping out from beneath the ocean around Antarctica. And then it's got this little graphic here, little gif of a diver diving around. Planet heating methane is escaping from the cracks in the Antarctic seabed as the region warms, with new seeps being discovered at an astonishing rate. Scientists have found, raising fears that future global warming predictions may have been underestimated. Huge amounts of methane lie in reservoirs that have formed over millennia beneath the seafloor around the world. This invisible climate-polluting gas can escape into the water through fissures in the seafloor, often revealing itself with a stream of bubbles weaving their way up to the ocean surface. Relatively little is known about these underwater seeps, how they work, how many there are, and how much methane reaches the atmosphere versus how much is eaten by methane-munching microbes living beneath the ocean. But scientists are keen to better understand them, as the super polluting gas traps around 80 times more heat than carbon dioxide in its first 20 years in the atmosphere. Methane seeps in the Antarctic are among the least understood on the planet. So a team of international scientists set out to find them. They use a combination of ship-based acoustic surveys, remotely operated vehicles, and divers to sample a range of sites in the Ross Sea, a bay in Antarctica's southern ocean at depths between 16 and 179 feet. What they found surprised them. They identified more than 40 methane seeps in the shallow water of the Ross Sea, according to the study published this month in the Nature Communications. Now, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Climate change is absolutely real. I know a lot of people don't believe climate change exists, but climate change does exist, and it's a natural occurrence that the planet goes through. We've gone through ice ages. We've gone through periods of warming. It's just a cycle that this planet goes through, and it's not something humans are going to be able to stop entirely. It's something that we do affect. I mean, it's very obvious when you really think about it. If you have a company that is polluting into rivers and polluting into oceans and stuff like that, that is going to affect the environment. They may heat up certain areas. It may cool certain areas. It's just a fact of life. It's a fact of reality. The planet does change its climate. That's not to say that, like, for example, what I believe is that the climate is changing, but there are going to be parts of the world that get colder, and there are going to be parts of the world that get warmer. It just depends on how the planet is shifting. You got to remember that we're flying around this giant flaming ball in the galaxy, right? And we're also at a tilt. So over time, that tilt's going to change. Especially when you add into the fact that the magnetic poles are shifting. And that is going to cause the planet to move a little bit, especially when they eventually flip the magnetic poles. Eventually, they're moving right now, and eventually they're just going to flip. And it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for any of us. That'll be a catastrophic event. So yes, climate change does exist. How much impact do humans have on it? I would wage not much. I would bet that we don't have much of an impact, but we absolutely do. We absolutely do have an impact. And it is important to study these things because we need to prepare for the future. But it needs to be accurate, and it needs to be based on actual facts. Many of these seeps were found at sites that had been repeatedly studied before, suggesting that they were new. This may indicate a fundamental shift in the methane released in the region, according to the report. Methane seeps are relatively common globally, but previously there was only one confirmed active seep in the Antarctic, said Sarah Seabrook, who is a report author and a marine scientist at Earth Sciences in New Zealand, a research organization. Something that was thought to be rare is now seemingly becoming widespread, she told CNN. Every seep they discovered was accompanied by an immediate excitement that was quickly replaced with anxiety and concern. The fear in these seeps could rapidly transfer methane into the atmosphere, making them a source of planet-heating pollution that is not currently factored into future climate change predictions. The scientists are also concerned about the methane that could be cascading impacts on marine life, and it is unclear why the methane seeps are happening in the region, but the researchers are investigating whether they might be affected by climate change. At the end of the world, in the Antarctic, increased underground methane release has been linked to climate change impacts, Seabrook said, including warmer temperatures, shift in sea level, and the continued slow rise of land after the glaciers melted in the last ice age. It can create a feedback loop, Seabrook said, or had added, where climate change increases methane seeps, which themselves further the increase rate of climate change. The scientists are heading back to the Antarctic next week for 2 months to analyze the seeps in more detail. Methane is a real unknown. It's going up into the atmosphere, and we don't know why, said Andrew Thurber, a marine biology professor at the University of California, Santa Barbara, and a student author. One of the most significant concerns is what's happening in in Antarctica, where there are vast reservoirs of methane. If humans continue to warm the planet, these seeps could go from a natural laboratory to an epicenter of danger. In some ways, they are like a dangerous animal. They are amazing to study and understand, but one needs to be very aware of what they can do if provoked or underestimated. Which is absolutely ridiculous to say that humans have any impact on this. If humans are warming the planet, that's one thing. And like I said, we may be contributing to that in some way. It's hard to argue that we're not when you look at the industrialization of our planet. But what I want to add is that we are not in control of tectonic plates moving. And if tectonic plates are moving, earthquakes are happening, the earth opens up, what control do we have over that? If an earthquake happens in the Antarctic and then these methane storages, or these stores of methane, get exposed through cracks that were caused by an earthquake, how is that our fault? How did we do that? We didn't do that. That's just the earth, man. And again, we're actually coming out of an ice age still. Not a lot of people understand this, but we're actively still emerging from an ice age. So with that, yes, the planet is going to be warming a little bit. It's going to be slightly warming. We're going to lose some glaciers. That's fine. That's just the planet warming up. It's meant to do that. We are coming out of an ice age. It takes a very long time for the planet to come out of an ice age. It's been happening for thousands of years. It's probably going to happen for another couple thousand before we start seeing a reversing of that. And in fact, if we have a major volcano erupt, well, then the sun will just get blocked out for the next like 50 years, 50 to 100 years. So what do we do then? Then you'll want heat. You'll want heat on the planet when the sun gets blocked out. Just saying. But who knows? Who knows what they have in store for us? Who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us? I don't know what else to add here. What else what are you guys saying in the chat? Let's see. Don't forget to drop a like. That's from Streambot. Thank you, Streambot. Drill, baby, drill. Yes, we absolutely should be drilling. I'm all for it. Climate change, shrug. What's up, Tactical Tinker? He said he's stopping by to drop a comment. What's up? Let's see. Hey, Tyler, hope your weekend goes well. I'm going to lose my weekend to the Battle of the Field. Antarctica used to be tropical. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. What's up, Brother Boot? My weekend should be going pretty well. I got to prepare for my trip to Idaho next week, so that'll be fun. But you're absolutely right. The Antarctic used to be tropical, and like I was saying, when the magnetic poles shift, we could see that happen again. The Antarctic could become tropical, and all these tropical locations on the planet, like Hawaii, for example, could become another, Antarctic. Like, we don't know what's going to happen when these magnetic poles shift, and the climate is changing. It's going to change. It's just how the planet works. The planet goes in cycles. It's just cycles that we can't exactly see because it takes many, 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 many generations for us to see a change. We're just living in a period where we're able to measure these things a little bit better, and the change is starting to speed up. And that's if it even is. I mean, it could just be that we have better ways to track these things now, and we're like, whoa, it's increasing in speed and increasing in how quick it happens when it really isn't. We just couldn't track it before. But anyway, that's a CNN article on that. All right. I guess I should do it. We could cut this up a little bit. I'll do an ad read. Just to get an ad out of the way. Just to cut it up. I've heard off and on about the shift theory. Is the shift a 90 where Florida gets swung down to the South Pole? I'm not exactly sure how the shift would happen, but what worries me, right, is here. Let me look it up. How many miles do the magnetic poles move every year? So this is something that's actively being tracked. Guys, look, these are the current estimates. The movement of the Earth's magnetic poles varies significantly over time. The North Magnetic Pole has experienced a dramatic increase in speed, moving at approximately 22 to 28 miles a year in recent years, following a peak of around 34 to 37 miles per year in the early 2000s. This acceleration began in the 1990s, increasing from about 6 miles per year in the 20th century to over 30 miles per year in the 2000s. The South Magnetic Pole also moves, though specific recent annual rates are less frequently cited. The movement is driven by complex flows of molten iron in the Earth's outer core, which generate the planet's magnetic field. The magnetic poles are moving 20, 30, almost 40 miles every year. So that is going to have a massive impact on the climate. That's going to have a massive impact on the Earth as a whole. It's not good, guys. It's not good. We're still coming out of the previous ice age. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. We are still coming out of the previous ice age. That is a fact. And who knows what'll happen when these magnetic poles shift, man. I mean, that they're already in the process of shifting. What happens when they finally make their final shift? Yeah, but not in one direction. I guess that's fair. They're not moving in one direction, but they're moving around, and they're moving around more and more. But that is a fair point to make. Hello Darkness. Hello Darkness brings up an excellent point. They're not moving only in one direction. It's not like they're just heading north and they just keep heading north. They're moving. It's moving around. Like a spin top. Like a spin top. That yeah, the Earth will be a freaking spin top. Anyway, let's close out of these. All right. All right, let's do an ad read. What ads do I have today? What ads do we have today? Let's see. Let's do a basic Rumble Premium ad. Get this out of here. All right, guys. So, you've probably noticed Rumble's growing fast and it's not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform, no pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering up to $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO. No ads, more freedom, and content you actually care about. That's the deal. Anyway, there we go. So, guys, make sure you get Rumble Premium. Check that out. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? We're gonna move back over to the chat. Ad read is over, guys. We're one like away from the goal. Whoever hasn't dropped a like on the video yet, I'd appreciate it. So put on that sound effect. Come on, we got sound effects for all of these right here. Oh crap! Someone blew past my Rumble rant goal. Oh, hang on, I gotta update that. I just realized I have to update that. I think that's from Mighty Pete last night. I was ending my repo stream with Joey last night. And right at the end of it, absolute legend that Mighty Pete is, decided to drop a $10 Rumble rant on us. So that was pretty sick. No QR code. Wait, the QR code didn't pull up? Wait, I thought whatever. It's fine. It's fine. No QR code. Why won't... Uh-oh. Is my Wi-Fi crapping out? What's going on here? What's going on here? It won't load. Uh-oh. My Wi-Fi giving me the business? There we go. All right, well, let me at least update the... We'll just put it up to $30. There we go. That should update right down below. Wait, right below there. Should update in just a second. It's being a little slow with me right now, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. It has updated. Oh, there we go, and we hit the like goal. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna update that. I'll just leave it at 10 for now. Thank you guys for hitting the like goal. I appreciate it. Anyway, yeah, I didn't have the QR code up. That's weird because I did have everything. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. My back is absolutely killing me. Let's find some other stories. Where should I look for stories, huh, guys? Where should I look for stories? I like the Gateway Pundit. I like the New York Post. I like the Post Millennial. What is Post Millennial talking about? What is the Post Millennial talking about, guys? Let's see. Jimmy Kimmel claims Antifa is an entirely imaginary organization. Well, that's just not true. Emilio! Okay, shitty guy. Steve Bannon petitions Supreme Court to overturn J6 committee conviction citing executive privilege. That's weird. Trump to award Charlie Kirk Medal of Freedom post humorously on TPUSA founder's birthday. Wow, Charlie Kirk's birthday's coming up? That's crazy. Oh, damn. Why did it double? I don't understand why it doubles. Thank you, Hello Darkness. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese on my chicken thighs tonight just for you, Tyler. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Make sure you double the cheese. Double the cheese. My favorite cheese is American cheese. White cheddar. White cheddar American cheese. Anyway. Let's see. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Wait, now that means I have to look. You did this on purpose. I was complaining about it giving me the business. So then you're like, you know, it would be funny. I send Tyler $10, make him read how I'm gonna have some cheese tonight, and then he's got to update the goal again. Is that what you were thinking? Because that's what's happening. Because that's what's happening. I gotta update it again. Well, you guys can't even see it on the screen right now. I turned off all of my alerts. Oh, maybe that's why it's playing twice. I turned off all my alerts for when I'm doing stories and stuff, just because I don't know. I didn't like having them on screen, especially when I'm making segments and stuff. It's supposed to just be for the stream. Well, my terrorist that masquerade as toddlers informed me I wouldn't be grilling and in fact would be making spaghetti tonight. Well then, no burgers for you, sir. No burgers for you. Spaghetti it is. Make your pasta. Go make your pasta, fool. Let's see. Let's see. Maria Coroner Machado dedicates her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump. See, Trump weighs massive tariff increase on China. Trump loses out the Nobel Peace Prize after landmark Gaza deal goes to Venezuela activists instead. That's crazy. Homeless industrial complex under fire for alleged ties to Antifa networks. Isn't that fun? Pastor in viral anti-ICE video. I don't know. None of these are interesting me, and I'm getting very distracted by how much pain is in my back right now. I try not to complain about it when I'm on stream. I know you guys don't actually give a fuck about my back. Like, oh, Tyler, shut up, talk about the news. I understand that. It's just if the pain is at a point where it's honestly distracting. I'm just trying to ignore it, and it's difficult. Trump's Columbus Day proclamation, end of woke, celebrates discovery of America, restores Italian American pride. Look, Columbus did not discover America, right? But he did discover America for the Italians. Inversion table? What? So I guess it's pork, beef, spaghetti, and garlic bread for supper. Little shits. Hey, gotta do what you gotta do, man. Not bad, but not my favorite. I could probably find a way to grill spaghetti. Are you the man of the household or not, sir? You just let a bunch of little children dictate how you're gonna run things? Next, you're gonna tell them how to parent, too. Whoa, shitty. I'm messing with you. I'm joking. Do you do stretches, Tyler? Stretching your muscles every day is important for a growing boy. Haha, very funny, shitty gov. Yes, I do stretch constantly. And are you talking about one of those? I think I have used one of those before, Reality Pog. I think I know what you're talking about. Inversion table. Hang on, I'm gonna look that up. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I have used an inversion table before. Inversion table. Yes, I do stretches every single day, shitty gov. Yes, I have used an inversion table before, and they do feel pretty amazing. But I don't have one at my house, so maybe I could look into getting one. A little pricey. They're a little pricey. No, I see some for 150 though. I guess it just depends. Anyway, yes, I have absolutely used those before. Hang upside down. Yeah, I do that too. I do hang upside down when I can. Shitty gov, I do stretches every single day. And in fact, I would have started the show an hour earlier at 1 o'clock if I wasn't doing stretches to try to alleviate some of the pain. But I don't know. I think what it is I just need to like go for a run or something. I'm gonna go run on the treadmill after this. We'll see how that works, because I do want to come back later today and do my meme show. And I also want to play some Vijima games and stuff. And I also need to prepare for next week. I'm going to Idaho. I got a lot going on. So it could be that I'm just stressing out, and that's what's causing my back to hurt even more. But who knows? Sitting really messes with your back. I know. I sit way too much. That's why I'm saying I need to go for a run. I need to go for a run after this. Tell you what. My back is absolutely fucking killing me. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Not the Bee. The bee or not the bee, and then I'll get out of your guys' hair. The bee or not the bee. Let's see it. That's not what I wanted. This should be in my bookmarks. Bookmarks. Let's see the bookmarks. Fake news you can trust. All right, here we go. Friday show. We're doing the bee or not the bee. Sometimes if you take a really big ish, my back hurts after. I don't know if that's connected, but I wanted to share that with you folks. Thank you so much for sharing that, Shitty Gev. He already said he does hot naked yoga. He doesn't need to stretch more. I didn't say I do it naked, but maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Maybe you're onto something here, Hello Darkness. Oh, I'll get back to you on that specifically on that, Hello Darkness. I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, all right, we're gonna do the bee or not the bee. For those of you that don't know how this works, oh wait, here I gotta click. I clicked record. We're gonna start now. We're gonna do the bee or not the bee. You guys can go to thebabylonbee.com. And check this quiz out if you want to do it yourself. But no video, please. No, we're not doing video for what I was just talking about. You guys got to catch the stream to find out what I was just talking about. This is a separate segment now. So we're going to be doing the bee or not the bee. For those of you not aware of how this works, if it is the bee, it is fake. And if it's not the bee, that means it is not fake. So think of the B, just replace that with fake. And that way it's not fake or fake. So B, fake, not B, not fake. All right, let's start. I want you guys in on this. Tyler's too classy to do. Okay, well, I will not do that. No, I will not be doing corn. Not even for my greatest fans. Not even them. Sorry. All right, let's see, guys. Let's help me out here. Help me out here. Democrats call for flags to be flown at half-mast to grieve death of Soleimani. I think that's real, right? It's not the B. That's not fake. What do you guys think? Well, let's get some thoughts in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this is real or fake? Real or fake? B or not the B, guys? Not the B. ShittyGov says not the B. I think this is not the B. I think this is not the B. This definitely seems like something Democrats would do. It's also far too specific. Not the B. We're getting a couple not the B's. I think the chat's with me on this, right? Not the B. Wow. Wow. Okay. It was a fake one. It was a fake one. Wow. All right, guys, we were bamboozled. We were bamboozled. Excuse me. We were bamboozled. Wow. All right, well, moving on to the next one. I'm actually genuinely surprised. White House officials vehemently deny everything that Biden is saying. Not the B? I think it's not the B. They'll do it now. I know, now they'll do it, right? Reality Pocket, they'll do it now. I feel like this one's not the B. White House officials vehemently deny everything that Biden is saying. I think that's not the B, because what it is, well, here, ShittyGov, hear me out, right? Because they've done this before. They'll have a title, right, that's a little bit obscure, and then when we click the B, guys, hear me out. When we click the B, I will click the B if you guys tell me to click the B, but I think it's not the B. We're gonna click the B, and then it's gonna be like, nope, it's real. And then we're gonna click the article, and it's gonna be like, Joe Biden says all these things, but his White House officials said that it was all wrong. I believe I remember the story. I believe I remember this happening. You guys are all saying the B. Do we have any second guesses? You guys want me to pick the B? I guess I'm gonna pick the B. I think it's the B. I don't trust myself now, so I'm sticking with not the B. So now you're sticking with not the B. I'm gonna say not the B. Let's see if I'm wrong. See, I was right. I was right. So that's a real story. Here, just to pull it up for you guys. White House officials clarify multiple Biden comments made during live town hall. Yep. See, I knew I had heard something about this. It is what it is. It is what it is, guys. White House officials told Fox News that we are not actively pursuing the use of the National Guard on a federal level. Yeah, because Joe Biden was saying a bunch of nonsensical BS, and they had to come out and clarifying it. Haha, take that, brain. I told you guys gotta. They try to trick you. They try to trick you on these quizzes. All right. Taco Bell totally unaffected by meat shortage. I feel like that's not the B. I feel like that's not the B, guys. Because it's Taco Bell. I feel like it's not the B. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's the B or not the B? You guys can't even see when I have my water bottle. That's crazy. I'm just drinking nothing, huh? Drinking a whole lot of nothing. The B? Not the B. I got one for the B and one for not the B. Can I get someone else? Not the B. We got two not the B's. All right, I'm going not the B. I got two out of three. Man, all right. It was a fake article. Taco Bell totally unaffected by meat shortage. It was a not the B article. Or no, it was a B. It was a B. It was fake. It's a fake article. It's a fake article. It was a fake article. Damn it. Damn it. All right, well, we're not doing so hot on this one, guys. We're not doing so hot. Rick rolled. Grade D. I know. I'm getting an F on this one, man. D minus. Walmart now requires all shoppers to wear pants? I feel like that's the B. grade D's nuts. Well, I don't know if I'll be doing that, but I feel like this is B. This is the B, right? This is the B. I don't think this would be not the B. I feel like this is the B. Any comments in the chat? Any comments in the chat? Hello? Not the B. So we got not the B, not the B. Got two not the B's. Man, I don't know. See, I knew it. Ah, man. Gonna get all of them wrong. We're gonna get all of them wrong. See, Reality Pocket knew. Hello Darkness knew. You guys knew. Man, you guys knew. Sorry, guys. Not the. It was fake. It was a fake article. Teachers urge government to reopen schools before students learn to think for themselves. The B? I mean, I feel like we're just wrong. I feel like I'm getting everyone wrong this time around. I say the B. Is it the B? Well, I've been in a Walmart without pants before. Shame on me. Or don't shame me. No, shame on you. Shame on you. That's what I meant to say it. Fake, but makes sense. The B. I had the last two, so don't say we. Look, I'm saying we as in the if you got them right, I'm not including you in the we part. Okay, Darkness. B. Everyone's saying the B. Okay. This is the B article, right? Yeah. Okay, that's the B. That's the B. Biden, not only will I appoint a woman running mate, but I will stand behind her at all times. Yeah, that's not the B. He said that he would pick a woman of color. He said he would pick a woman of color. I don't think that that's the B. I think that's not the B. That's absolutely not the B. I'm gonna pick not the B. What do you guys think? Reality Pocket says not the B. Yeah, not the B. You guys say not the B. Real? Yeah, not the B. Yeah, I think this is not the B. What? What? Really? Is it the second part? Is it the stand behind her at all times part? Is that what is that what it was? This is, man, we're not doing so hot. Last time we did this, I got almost all of them right. Now I'm gonna get almost all of them wrong. This sucks. EPT introduces pregnancy test for men. I already know the answer. I already know the answer. What do you guys think the answer is? What do you guys think the answer is? You guys think it's not the B? Yep, not the B. Guys, I think it's not the B. I was distracted for not so kosher reasons. Was a fun night. Well, there you go. Not the B. I assumed he misspoke. I mean, I wouldn't have. I would have doubted it. I mean, I think it's not the B. I'm pretty sure this is not. Maybe the wrong company. I don't know. Not the B. What? I feel like we've done this question before and it was real. Oh, wait. Maybe it's the tampon story. Oh, no. I think it was the tampon story. Not the pregnancy test one. I think that's where we're getting confused. They had made tampons for men or pads for men, not the pregnancy test. I think that's where we were getting it wrong. Damn it. Damn it. Dude, I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not trying to get all of them wrong. Holy crap. Mattel unveils Barbie Polygamy Edition. There's no way they would have done that. That has to be fake. That has to, please, that has to be fake, right? You guys with me on this? This has to be fake, right? The B, right? Yeah. Got one for the B. I feel like it's the B. That's dark and gross. That has to be the B. There's no way this is real, right? Yeah, I got two people saying the B. I think this is the B. B, yeah, this is the B. Okay. The B. Okay, yeah, I think this is the B too. I agree, guys. Yep, okay. Oh, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord that one is fake. If that one was real, oh man, talk about a black pill. Oh man. All right, yeah, good. Thank you. I hope it's fake. Exactly. Best answer. I do know the answer to this one. I absolutely do know the answer to this. For those of you that don't know the answer, which one do you think it is? I know the answer to this one. I know the answer. I know the answer to this one. What do you guys think? We only have two more, right? One or two more questions left. So we're almost at the end of the line here. Let's see. I hope that's fake. Yeah, no, seriously, I hope that's fake. Yep. I know the answer to this. So what do you guys think? You guys think it's fake or real? Fake or real? I know the answer. I know the answer. Let's see. What are you guys saying in the chat? Do 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 do. All right, you guys took too long. Yeah, I think a lot of people have heard of that one. That's a real story. That's absolutely a real story. Final story. Final story. You know we can't really be blamed for getting these wrong. I mean, look at how stupid shit got under Biden. Absolutely, absolutely. No, Hello Darkness. That was a real story. The locking the iPhone for 47 years. That was a real story. I remember reading about that like 10 years ago. Like it's just hilarious. Let's see. Kind-hearted Republicans welcome illegal immigrants into homes of Democrats. I think that's real. I think that's real. What do you guys think? This is the last one. I want everyone commenting on this. What do you guys think? What, everyone in the live chat? Sure, why not? You think it's real? Think it's real? I think it's real. I think it's a real one. What does everyone in the chat think? You guys think it's the B or not the B? I want to live vote. I can't put a poll, but I'll just poll with my eyes. I'll see you guys saying in the chat, not the B. We got one for not the B. I vote not the B personally. What do you guys vote? Real. So yeah, you guys are voting real. Fake. You think it's fake? Do you think it's a fake one? I think it's real. Does anyone else have any other guesses here? Anyone else think they know? All right. Here we go. Correct. There we go. View our results. It was, yep, kind-hearted Republicans welcome illegal immigrants into the homes of Democrats. I think what this was, yeah, it's literally just a House bill. Literally just a House, it's 117th Congress first session, and then it's got the bill up here. So this is Senate bill. Does it say the Senate bill? It just says a bill. To address the surge in illegal border crossings along the southwest border by establishing new ports of entry for processing migrants in accordance to the Immigration and Nationality Act of Section 362 of the Public Health Service Act. I could see it happening, so I guess real. It is absolutely real. How many did we get wrong? Okay, we got half of them right. That's okay. That's okay, right? Right, guys? That's okay. That's very nice. Very nice. wait. Here, let me play the sound effect. Wait. I got you guys. Right here. Why is it doubling? I don't know why why do you double? Why do you double? Why must you double? I don't understand why you double. Oh, wait. Is it coming through my camera? Oh, I think it's coming. Okay, here. Remove. I don't need. Okay, I think I fixed it. Wait, let's do it again. Here, I'll do the. Guys, if you do a gifted sub now, I have it changed. So here, hang on, let me move back to over here and get out of studio mode. If you guys sub to the channel, this is the new sound effect. Let's see if it doubles.
Oh, go do this. King in the castle.
King in the castle. Cause it's double nice. Yeah, it's double nice. Very nice. Very nice. It was actually it was literally, it didn't even link to an article. It literally just linked to a bill. It's hilarious. It definitely happened. Tim did it. Let's see. But yeah, there we go. And so we got all our different answers here. Feel free to pause and see which ones that we got right, which ones we got wrong, and all that good stuff. But anyway, I'm going to go run on the treadmill. My back is absolutely killing me today. So once my back stops killing me, I will then return and probably play some Vegema games. And then after I play some Vegema games, we'll do the meme show. Lol, yes, Hello Darkness. I did, though they somehow disappeared. Well then, they disappeared now, did they? Like the 300,000 children, they just disappeared. They're just gone. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna. No one needs to know about that. All right. Let's see, guys. I have a new song out today. It's the one that I played at the start. But you know, I started the show at a weird time today, so I think a lot of you didn't see the song, which is understandable. But I will put this in the chat. I'm gonna put this link in the chat. Here, let's pause this. So this is my new song. I wrote the lyrics of it, and I used Suno to bring it to life. New song here. If you guys want to go check out the new song, go drop a like, go drop a comment, all that good stuff on it. It helps me out, it helps support the channel, helps promote the video, all that good stuff. But I am going to play the song for you guys here as my outro. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And I hope you guys enjoyed the song. It's called I'm the Enemy. I think it's one of the best ones I've done yet. Dead hangs are your best friend for back pain. I need to do a few different things. I'm gonna go handle my back issues. I'm gonna do some stretches while the song plays even. And I hope you guys have a great day. Again, thank you to Hello Darkness for the Rumble rant today. Appreciate you, my man. And I will be back later playing some Vijima games, and then later again to look at memes and such. So I hope you guys enjoy the song, and I hope you guys are having a great rest of your day until we see each other again. Later, guys. Peace out.
Dismiss me, remove me, personify me by what you perceive as reality. Hate me without reason, treat me like the enemy. You didn't give me a choice, so go rejoice. I'll make my own move. I have nothing to prove. They say to take the high road, but I know you made me out to be the villain, which means I'm the enemy. I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? This isn't what I chose. They feed me to the crows. That's the way life goes. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? Extremity. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? Despite what's inside, they sit there and lie. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be an adversary, but you made the choice. So sit there and rejoice. I'm your enemy, and that's just how it be. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? Extremely. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. Perhaps one day you and I may see eye to eye, but I'm not the guy to just lay down and die. That's not how this story ends. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Persecute me with extremity. I'm the enemy, I'm the enemy. Why won't you sit beside me? Tossed aside, we don't see eye to eye. We could have been friends, but instead you chose an enemy.